Coming up on Sports Weekly, we'll check in with the Cajon Track and Field team, your Citrus Belt League champions, including two of their big-time stars in Jaquan Smith and Seth Johnson. Plus, we'll hoop it up with the Aquinas Falcons, the boys basketball team going on the road to King High School in Riverside to play for a CIF Southern Section title. Plus, on the baseball diamond, we got three local teams still in the hunt for CIF Southern Section titles. Cajon has reached the semifinals in Division 5. We got highlights of their game against Malibu. We got Aquinas in the Division 6 semifinals and Arroyo Valley in Division 7. We'll have highlights of the Hawks' big win against in-town rival Indian Springs. All that coming up on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. And welcome to Sports Weekly on IEMG, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in to another big-time show. This is another championship edition of Sports Weekly because we got championship highlights of the Aquinas Falcons boys basketball team going on the road to play for a championship in Division 3 AA. Now, they went to a section championship game last year, so this is back-to-back trips for the Falcons. But before we get to the highlights, make sure you hit subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel. So, let's go on the road with the Aquinas Falcons trying to get that big win against King in a CIF Southern Section Championship in 3AA. King coming out of the Big 8 League. First minute of the game. Nice passing by the Wolves. The ball ends up in the hands of star Jaden Winfield for the bucket. Then it's the Wolves in transition. Sean Rowland on the break and lays it in. Then the Wolves get two more. King with a strong start in this one. On the other end, though, here come the Falcons. They begin to pick it up. Sheldon Grant feeds Rodario Abercrombie in the post. Nice move for two. Aquinas led 11-8 after one quarter of play. Second quarter, King comes out firing. Ryan Pulaski's in the corner for three. Hits the three ball. The Wolves take the lead 13-11. And then it's the Wolves. The drive and the dish. Connor Phipps for the easy bucket here. The Wolves go up 17-13. Final seconds of the first half. Grant with a sweeping hook shot for the Falcons. But Aquinas found themselves trailing at the break, 21-16 at halftime. King outscored the Falcons 13-5 in the second quarter. So, third quarter, Falcons head coach David Johnson trying to fire up the troops for a big second half. It's Vugar Kuliev, the scoop shot for the Falcons. They're back within three. Then Sheldon Grant would really step up his game in the second half. Nice drive to the rack for Grant. Aquinas down by 7, 27-20. More from Grant. Drives, puts up the floater. It's all good. Then back the other way, the Wolves would extend their lead on this play. 31-24 King after that basket. Now with about 30 seconds left in the third quarter, it's Kuliev driving and dumping it off to Abercrombie for two, and it's now a 31-26 game. So let's fast forward to the fourth quarter. Aquinas down by 6. 35-29 when Kuliev sinks the big tray, a big-time bucket right there. But the Wolves would add to their lead on this play. The Wolves come up with the steal up ahead to Winfield, and he will do the rest. King back up by 5, 37-32. So Aquinas needing an answer. How about Nick Hopkins for three? Buries it here. It's a one-possession game after the Hopkins three with King leading 37-35. The Wolves respond with a bucket of their own. It's Phipps, and the King lead is back up to 4. But that's when Sheldon Grant takes over. Grant drives in on this play. He'll lean in and gets the basket. Aquinas down by 1, 39-38 with about 30 seconds to play. Same score, but now with 10 seconds to play. And Grant goes the length of the floor and lays it in with just 4 seconds left on the clock. Aquinas takes the lead 40-39. So King gets the ball back, 4 seconds on the clock. They actually get a pretty good look at the very end, but King's final heave would be no good as we take a look on the final play of the game. Aquinas is your CIF Southern Section Division 3 AA champion by beating Riverside King 40-39, the final score. Sheldon Grant came to the rescue when the Falcons needed him the most. Here's Sheldon Grant and head coach David Johnson.
That helped big time, that experience from last year. And this year's team, these kids wanted it, and they was everything we asked for them to do, they did. And I'm just proud of them, man. I don't know what to say. I'm so happy. And I kind of got the monkey off my back, too.
It feels great. Like we said, the whole motto this whole season was unfinished business. And when we got to the championship, like we said, it said unfinished business. So we knew what we had to do because we got there last year. We fell up short, but we got to it now.
We had a little nerves. The lights came on a little bit. And we just had to relax. So I told them, just calm down. We're going to be fine. And, when we told them, just go 2 by 2 by 2. Don't go no more than that. And we can do that and keep the game close. We had a chance.
I didn't get my shot in the first half, but I knew my teammates relied on me, so I told them in the halftime and I told them after the first quarter. I said, I'm going to pick it up. That's my fault. I'm telling y'all. And that's what I did. I picked it up because my teammates believe me like that.
But yeah, I had confidence. If we come down to the last shot, we had to get the ball to one of those two guys. I'm going with one of those guys. They 4-year starters and all CIF guys, so they supposed to step up.
I knew that was going up by my hands. Either we're going to lose by me or we're going to win by me. That's like a team captain all 4 years. That's what we do.
We called it UCLA and we set a screen. I told him, you got to go. You got to take it. You're a senior. You got to take care of it. And he went and took care of
it. The Cajon girls basketball team also played in a CIF Southern Section Championship game on the road at Bishop Alemany, and the Cowgirls come up short. Their one and only loss so far on the season, 57-48, the final score in the Division II AA championship game. I said so far because Cajon has clinched a spot in the Southern California Regional Tournament this upcoming week. They will open up at home against Mater Dei Catholic from the Chula Vista, the San Diego area. So Cajon's season for the girls basketball team continuing, and for the Aquinas boys, they will play in 3AA against Grant High School from Van Nuys near Los Angeles. So the Southern California Regional will be 3 rounds all in 1 week this upcoming week right now. So when we come back here, we'll talk a little high school baseball playoffs. 3 local teams still in the hunt for CIF Southern Section titles. We'll be right back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.